Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. Welcome back to Cons of Tarkir Booster Box. We're going to get right in on this. I found a store that was selling these for $130 Canadian, which is, if I've checked the online prices, is pretty insane. That is a really good price for Cons. Now, Cons doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of value in it, to be completely honest. It's like fetch or bust, basically, with these boxes. But at the same time, let's have some fun, right? Let's have some fun. Go down memory lane. So I'm going to leave them in the box, I guess, and let's just get right in. Let's get right in. We're looking for Monastery Swift Spear as well, I guess, as an uncommon, so we'll see if we come across any of those. Alright, Mystic Monastery, Secret Plans, Frontier Bivouac, and our first rare is a Dune Blast. And we got a Swamp and a Goblin token. Alright, let's keep going. Man, Treasure Cruise, such a good card. Such a good card. Burn Away, Bellowing Saddle Brute, Heir of the Wilds. Hey! We found a fetch. It's the cheapest fetch, but that's okay. Second pack in, we've already found a fetch. That's pretty good news. I don't know how many we're expected to get out of a box of Cons, but I would assume you're probably looking like 2 fetch probably per box. Maybe more, I don't know. And we got an island and a morph token. But sweet. 2 packs in, we've already found a fetch. That's pretty awesome. I'm okay with this. Let's see what we got here. You're supposed to get 3 to 4 per box. That's pretty high, actually. Chief of the Edge, Dragon's Eye Savants, Sultai Soothsayer, and we got a Crew Lichlord as our rare. And we got the Wingmate Rock token, as well as a Plains. Oh, there's a foil. There's a foil in this pack, and I'm sorry I ruined it. I ruined it for everyone. Alright, there's Abzan Battle Priest, Sultai Flare, Highspire Mantis, and our rare, a Blood-Soaked Champion. I remember when this guy was actually pretty sweet. I mean, like, he's still a sweet card, but he doesn't have much value anymore. But this guy was pretty good. Well, I mean, he's a 1-drop human warrior that's a 2/1. He can't block, but whatever. And the rate is you can pay 2 and return him from your graveyard to the battlefield. Seems pretty good. And our foil is a Trumpet Blast. And we've got another morph token with a forest. Alright. This is what, pack 5? We're on pack 5. Alright. See if we can find another fetch in the next 6 packs. My guess is no, but we're going to look anyway. So we got a Venerable Lamazoo, Ride Down, Nomad Outpost, and we've got our first mythic, See the Unwritten. A mythic that's not really worth anything. 6 mana sorcery. Reveal the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest into your graveyard. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may put 2 creature cards onto the battlefield. And we got a Goblin token with a mountain. So first mythic. Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. But still a mythic nonetheless. Mythics are always good to see. Mardu Charm, Take Up Arms, Tuskguard Captain, and a Dragon Throne of Tarkir. And we got a Warrior token with a Swamp. Good old Swamps. Cons was sort of like right as I started to get back into things. I played quite a bit during Cons, actually. Timir Charm, Set Adrift, Despise, and our rare here is a Howl of the Horde. 3 mana cost sorcery. Oh, we got a foil. foil uncommon Water Whirl. The art on that looks really cool with the foiling, because the water's all like misty and foilish. Little snack token. Sneaky snack. Alright. We want to hit Polluted Delta and Bloodstained Mire, right? That's what we're looking for. I mean, hell, I'd be okay with another Sorin. I'd be okay with that. River Wheel Aerialists, Armament Corps, Dead Drop, and a Keru Spell Snatcher. And we got our first garbage card with the planes. Our first ad card. I was hearing someone talk about that the other day. How the reason those ad cards were so, like, prevalent is because there were people out there that were only being advertised to by buying packs. Which is weird to me. Timely Horde Mate, so it's like, you know, people who don't go to a local game store, they go to Walmart to buy their packs. And the only way they find out about upcoming products and stuff that Magic's doing is by seeing these ad cards. And I was like, I mean, okay, maybe, but it still seems like a little bit much. Suspension Field, Temur Charger, and we got 1,000 wins. 1,000 wins. That's also the name that they gave my friend, because, you know, obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. And if you don't know, then you're not old enough. That's just how that is. Hordeling Outburst, Armament Corp, Death Frenzy, Crackling Doom. This was a card that was played quite a bit in Standard. I think it even saw some Modern play for a little while. Very good card. It got rid of a lot of Siege Rhinos. It definitely got rid of... Oh, snap! A foil Deflecting Palm. That's one of the rares that's actually worth something to begin with. So that's a $2 rare. Not a whole heck of a lot, but foil. So that's pretty sweet. Getting a foil rare of one of the rares that's actually worth something is pretty sweet. Because there's so many other rares that just don't have any value in this set. That getting your foil rare of one of those is very likely. Foil Talk to the Hand. You know it. Dragon Grip, Bellowing Saddle Brute, Ice Feather Aven, and our rare here is a Trap Essence. Oh, we got a foil Mountain. Woo! It's actually very pretty. Wow. That Mountain art foil is amazing. I love foil lands. Foil lands are like one of my favorite things from Magic. Don't ask me why. I have a whole box full of them over here right beside me. I don't even know. I don't even really play with them or anything. I just keep them because they look so nice. Okay, Master of the Way. Cranial Archive. Murderous Cut. Very good removal spell from this set. And Mardu Ascendancy. So they printed an Ascendancy for each of the, like, guilds, I guess you could call them, or clans, whatever you want to call them. We got a island and a junked card. It's about right. I mean, they are. They're just fantastic. Foil lands are just the best. Dazzling Ramparts. Swarm of Bloodflies. Raiders Spoils. And a Mantis Rider, also a card that had a significant value back in Standard. This card was very good. 3/3 Flying Vigilance Haste for 3 mana. If you were playing Jeskai, that card was all up in your deck, basically. You could not avoid playing that guy because he was just too good. Many people died to him on a regular basis. Pine Walker, very good in Limited. Ice Feather Raven, also very good in Limited. Sultai Charm. Decent uncommon run there, actually. Hey, we got a Hardened Scales. That's a rare that's worth a couple bucks. $2, I think, is what I said earlier. So nothing like crazy, but still. We've only hit one fetch so far. We were saying 3 to 4 per box, and I don't know if we're going to get there, because we're about halfway through the box now. We haven't even hit a single Monastery Swiftspear either, which is interesting. Sultai Flare, Abzan Falconeer, Tuskard Captain, hey, Polluted Delta. Talk about the fetch, and there it is, right? That is the most expensive fetch in the set, so that's a nice $20 bill, I believe. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I'm super stoked about that. Yes, fetch. Who doesn't like fetch? If you don't like fetch, get out. Just get it. Wait, come back. Wait, come back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Chief of the Scale, Ruthless Ripper, Horde Ambusher, and another fetch! 2 fetch in a row! Woo! Wooded Foothills. I don't know where that one stands. I think it's like third or... Yeah, third. It's just behind Bloodstained Mire. But it's like another $20 ticket almost, about 18 bucks. Now, this is all American prices, of course, so for me, for my Canadian dollars, it's actually, they're worth, a little bit more than that, just because of our exchange rate, which is terrible. Our horrible, horrible dollar. So you gotta remember, I paid about... yeah, there's my 3. That's your 3 fetch for the box. Got there. You gotta remember that the Canadian dollar, because it's so bad, I only paid 130 Canadian for this box. So, I mean, you're talking like, this is like... what is this? $13 American, $20 American, $18 American. So you're looking at, this is closer to about $15 to $16 Canadian. This is closer to about $24, $25 American. This is closer to about the same, like somewhere in like the $23 range. So I mean, we're almost there. We're almost there with this box, which is kind of funny. We have to hit Bloodstained Mire and then we'll make our money back. But I don't think that'll happen. Sorry. Mardu Heartpiercer, War Name Aspirant, Heir of the Wilds. We haven't even hit any monasteries either, so, that's unfortunate. There's our second mythic. It took a really long time to get our second mythic as well. Ash Cloud Phoenix. Nothing exciting to write home about there either. But the Monastery Swiftspears are an uncommon that are $2, right? So if you open up like 3 or 4 of them, that's actually not bad. Like, that's pretty good. We've opened 0. So we're hitting... nothing in the uncommon slot that could be helping us recoup some of the cost here. Scion of Glaciers, Jeskai Charm, Warden of the Eye, and we got an Utter End. Very good removal spell from that set. I enjoyed this card quite a bit, mainly because it exiles it instead of killing it, so it can get rid of a lot of things that you don't want coming back. Because there were also a number of ways to bring things back in this set. And not only that, but it's non-land permanent, so you can get rid of enchantments, you can get rid of artifacts. You never know, right? Like, you can get... it was basically just a solid removal spell for 4. Mardu Blazebringer, Pine Walker, Quiet Contemplation, and End Hostilities. Board wipe for white, there's always got to be 1, right? Destroy all creatures and all permanents attached to those creatures. So this was a fun card with the Theros block, because basically it let you remove the bestow creatures, destroy those guys and everything attached to them. Oh no, all of my things. Goblin Slide, Mardu Charm, Witness of the Ages, and a Dragon-Style Twins. 3/3 double strike for 5, but it has prowess, so whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So, not bad. Not bad. Alright, let's keep going here. Winter Flame was an interesting card. Seeker of the Way was also a very good uncommon during Standard time. I think he also saw some play in Modern. Bear's Companion, you gotta remember, I also don't play Modern at all, so when I say these things, I could be horribly wrong. And if I am, let me know below in the comments, for sure, right? Like, I mean, call me out on my bullshit. Bear's Companion. Hey, we got a Flooded Strand. Okay, it's no Bloodstained Mire, but hey, we hit 4 fetch lands in this box. Hey, we got the crazy weird spirit token from the green Kiln Tree something. I think that's what it was. That's sweet though. Flooded Strand. Man, that's the card. Okay, so Flooded Strand is the fetch that everyone always talks about, and it's like the one that you always get. Like you always get more Flooded Strands. We had this conversation in one of my other videos, where someone was like, "I feel like Flooded Strand is way more prevalent than the others." Because I've gotten so many copies of Flooded Strand, whereas I've only gotten a few of the others, and I'm like, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. Man, if we hit the 5th fetch, I will go and buy another box of cons from this store. That's basically what that's gonna do. If we hit the 5th fetch, I'll go buy another box of cons from this store. Roar of the Challenge, or Roar of Challenge, Dragon's Eye Savants, Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, and Deflecting Palm. There's a $2 bill. With a mountain. So we hit the foil Deflecting Palm already, and then we got a regular Deflecting Palm. We got the Hardened Scales. We're still short a mythic. I want to say at least 1 mythic, possibly 2 mythics we're short. Because we should probably hit at least 3 to 4, I would think. Riverwheel Aerialists. Gurmag Swiftwing. Watcher of the Roost. And our rare... Hey, there's a mythic. Speaking of, Surrak Dragonclaw. So he's nothing exciting, but he is a 6/6 with flash for 5. So I mean, a 6/6 for 5 is pretty sweet. But so like this guy was killer in limited, from what I recall. So it's like he's 6/6 for 5. He can't be countered. Creatures you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have trample. So he's a 6/6 that gives all your other creatures trample, which is pretty sweet. I mean, and he only costs 5. He only costs 5 to play. And then you have a 6/6. Alright. Can we get there? Can we find the 5th fetch land? Bloodstained Mire. Hell, I mean, even if I opened a second Windswept Heath, that's technically 5 fetch. We'll call it a day, and we'll go get another box of cons. Brave the Sands. Sandsteep Citadel. Mardu Rough Rider. And a Savage Knuckleblade. So this is another guy. 4/4 for 3. Teamer. Very good in limited if you're playing Teamer. Alright, let's keep going here. Alright. Oh! Rip all the things apart. Ah. Alright. Mistfire Weaver. Incremental Growth, Jeskai Elder, and oh my god, we did it! We hit the 5th fetch land! Holy moly, Bloodstained Mire. Got all 5, baby. Wow. All 5 fetch lands in 1 box of cons. I guess I'm making a trip back to Brampton. My goodness. My goodness. I can't believe we got there. I can't believe we got there. We still have a whole bunch of packs left still. Mistfire Weaver. Cranial Archive. Teamer Charger. And an Ankle Shanker as our rare here. I don't think it gets any better than that. All 5 fetch in 1 box is just insane. I don't even know what to say about it other than the fact that, woo! We did it! We got there! Alright! Hey, there's the thing. The Kin Tree Invocation. This is the thing I was just talking about, where we got the token where it makes an XX black and green guy. Take Up Arms. Heart Piercer Bow. And there's a 4th mythic, Pearl Lake Ancient. Our mythics were kind of lackluster in this box, but that's okay. We hit all of the fetch. And we got another foil. We're kind of short on foils, too. We only have 5. Well, we got a island and a regular old junk token there. Alright, how many packs we got left? We got, looks like, about 9. We got 9 packs left. We still have 9 packs left, and we hit all 5 fetch. My goodness. I can't even... I don't know, I'm just flabbergasted by this. Arc Lightning, Opulent Palace, Suspension Field, and Icy Blast. It's a blast that you definitely don't want to get caught in. Alright, so, We've hit all 5 fetch, and we haven't hit a single Monastery Swiftspear uncommon. What are the chances of that happening? Let's talk about that for a minute. Master of the Way. Become Immense. This card used to have some value because it was played in the Teamer Battle Rage decks. Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. And a Necropolis Fiend. A 4/5 for 9, but it has Delve, so you can reduce its cost pretty well. And it has X, tap, exile X cards from your graveyard. Target creature gets X-X until end of turn. Probably pretty good in Limited, I would guess. I don't think I ever had a copy of him in my decks in Limited, so I didn't get a chance to play with him. And I don't think I ever saw him in someone else's deck in Limited, which is interesting. So maybe he's not that good, and I'm just crazy. Scion of Glaciers. Briber's Purse. Ride Down. And Sage of the Inward Eye. A 3/4 flyer for 5. Flying, and when you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Pretty good. Pretty good for your, especially for your Jeskai decks with your all your instances and sorceries and things and your prowess triggers. Pretty decent. Probably was a bomb rare in Limited as well, just because the 3/4 flyer for 5 is actually pretty decent. Winter Flame. Seek the Horizon. High Spire Mantis. And we got a Mind Swipe as our rare here. Nothing crazy. Nothing super exciting with Mind Swipe. It's just a counterspell, but it's counterspell for X. Blue and a red. Alright, we've got a Mardu Heartpiercer. Murek Nightblade. Quiet Contemplation. And Butcher of the Horde. Butcher of the Horde. 5/4 flyer. 4. Flying, obviously. Sacrifice another creature. Butcher the Horde gains your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Haste until end of turn. And we got another foil here. Smite the Monstrous. There it is. Okay. Venerable Lamassu, Abzan Charm, Murderous Cut, and a Ghost Fireblade. This was a rare that was worth a couple bucks back in the day when it was first around in Standard. We got a Swamp and a Warrior token there. Alright, last 3 packs. Can we find a 6th fetch? Or can we find a Sorin? Or maybe even just a Dig Through Time? Or a couple Monastery Swiftspears in the last couple packs? Jeskai's Charm, Watcher of the Roost, Witness of the Ages, and an Anafenza. There it is, $3 for that mythic. We hit 5 mythics in this box. 5 mythic, 5 fetch. That's how that goes, you know. It's how we do. It's how we do. Anafenza is actually a mythic worth a few bucks, so that's good. Still no Monastery Swiftspears. We've hit like a whole bunch of other random stuff before hitting a single Monastery Swiftspear. Brave the Sands, Sandsteep Citadel, Frontier Bivouac, and an Altar of the Brood. I know Matthew talked about that being one of his favorite cards to play with. So it's like whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts a top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. It's a good old mill deck. Good old milled card. Mardu Blazebringer. Okay, last pack. War Name Aspirant. We didn't hit a single Monastery Swiftspear in this entire box. Do we have a foil? No, we don't. Okay, well, Forest token. Or Forest and Garbage are rare. What do we think? What do we think? Should I take a peek and then let you guys wallow in your pain? It's green. It costs 2. Tarmogoyf, right? That was in the set. Oh, wait. Rattleclaw Mystic. Actually, a pretty good card. This card was I play this in one of my decks due to the fact that it flips over for... you pay 3 to put it face down, but you only have to pay 2 to flip it up. So you pay 2 to flip it up, and you get 3 mana when you flip it up, and then it can make a mana, so technically you're net gaining 2 mana out of flipping this guy face up. Unless, of course, you flip him face up the turn you play him for 3, which seems like a silly idea, because you paid 3 to play him face down, and then paid 2, so you paid 5 to flip him up to get 3 mana. Why did you do that? That doesn't sound right. But if you can play this guy on turn 3 for face down, and then the next turn you can flip him over for 2, and then he makes a mana, you get 4 mana just from that, so your net gain 2, and then you basically, with the other 3 mana you have, you get, because you have to have, well, you have 2 more mana, because you paid 3, and then the next turn you play a 4th land, you flip this guy, so on and so forth. Pretty sweet card. I enjoy him. He's in my ramp deck with my Eldrazi's, so there you go. I can't even believe. I guess I'm going to be going to buy another box of cons. I don't think we'll ever do as good as we did on this box, specifically because we hit all 5 fetch in one box, which is pretty crazy. We hit Anafenza, which is one of the money mythics. The other mythics are all kind of like not really of interest. They might be all $1 or something. Who knows? We were kind of short on foils, I think. We only got 6 foils total, which is kind of low. I mean, the number of foils we got is almost equal to the number of mythics we got, which seems strange to me, but who knows. But we got all of the fetches. We got 2 of the money rares that are $2 a piece, basically, and we got a foil copy of one of those $2 rares. So I mean, hey, can't really complain. This has been a pretty sweet box. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, MrBevers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. I would really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to check out my store, nerdvanastore.ca, for all your single needs, as well as my Patreon, where you can go to get discount codes for that store and all your purchases there, as well as I have things like grab bags and bundles and boxes and things like that that you can support for, and I will open them up on this channel, on YouTube, and on Twitch, and you will basically get to see everything that gets opened, and you can pick and choose whatever you want out of it to be shipped to you. I will ship you literally everything if you want it. I will ship you only the things you want out of it. I will ship you nothing if you don't want any of it. It's all up to you at that point. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.